Hello boys, my name is Yoshi, and welcome back to my true 100% playthrough of Mario Kart World for Nintendo Switch 2, where in the last video we left off mostly talking about some extra changes, but otherwise we were doing free roam mode and trying to get all the stuff done. We're getting really close to the P-Switch challenges somewhat being done halfway, and we're also really close to the other stuff. Okay, I think Mario looks better as a mechanic. Well, I'm gonna pick this one for Mario, and we haven't gone back to it in a while. Let's go back to the standard cart. We haven't seen this since the literal very start of the game. Anyways, I'm gonna do a few interesting things first, though. So to get to the swap poster, now that we no longer have other characters, we're gonna actually start teleporting to the other characters. So you know, the other characters also have their own unique starting spot on the map, and depending on where you go, you can go to them. But you can also just change to whichever character you want whenever you are done with them. So even if you do not like their character, you could just switch to that character and do that. Anyways, the last video we left off doing all of Water Stadium, at least all of its collectibles now done. Initially finding out there was a collectible we already did before, which kind of confused me until I realized it's not behind at all. In fact, I was perfectly spot on. So now we're gonna go over to this very clearly big sinking sandal, and we're gonna go in. Yeah, we haven't played as Mario since the literal very beginning of our playthrough here in Mario Kart World. Of course, we had to start with him, because he's like the main character of this whole series, generally. So I thought it was a good idea at the time. So of course we're going with his classic standard cart that he usually uses. Makes the most sense after all. Alright, so we're trying to do these P-Switch challenges. That is not the one I expected, but we'll do this anyway. We'll want to teleport around too. Okay. This is a really far away series of points. This might actually be bad that we missed a couple of them. Oh my goodness. Nice that we actually, like, landed on the coin, please and thank you. Okay, well, alright, we have plenty of time. Just seemed tricky at first. Woohoo. We had to see some of the character animations we weren't seeing before, too. Rescue blue coins from the sands, okay. Wait, so if that was that, okay, we're gonna have to go right. So I'm trying to do this more accurately, by the way. What that means is I'm basically only using either pictures now and partially my map as a reference. So I'm mostly actually just trying to focus on my main map and then just try to figure out on the spot what I'm supposed to do. Something tells me we can't get up there for the normal, so we're gonna have to first find a way up to that higher ground. And I'm probably better off maybe trying to do a power jump or something. A charge jump, rather. Okay. Okay, we're not getting up there anytime soon, it seems. Okay. No, we have to be up top there. Okay, how about we now... Whoa. Okay, well we found a coin going this way. The Peach Medallion, rather. Friggin' 8. This is actually kind of tricky. I'm not even sure what you're even supposed... the game wants you to do. To get up to this coin, but it feels really tricky. We need a just need to keep moving a little bit. Even if it means not being able to move straight for a bit. That one actually should have been it. Okay, we're gonna have to line this up better. Okay, I almost made it up there. Oh, okay, we made it. Somehow we made it over a different path here. Yeah, okay, this is about the correct coin. So we ended up getting this, all the while we were trying to get to the bridge part. Yeah, we did this whole thing just trying to get to the bridge part. Which now requires us to just follow this path for a long time. I was assuming we can even get on here at all. Oh, actually, never mind. Hindsight, there was actually just this ramp here we could have gone to this whole time. Okay, where is this one? Nope. Alright, let's just grab this now, then. Oh, this is just... Oh, wait, no, this was the one I was originally going for. I just didn't expect to get to it so soon. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to go trick all the way across here. There we go, Mario. Showing off your cells now. See? Okay, we barely made it that stop there. Almost got us. We almost got stopped by that. So yeah, before I was basically just doing specific trick stuff. I just need to know where this starts, really. Not too far away, actually. Yeah, I'm like right. I had it already. Before I was using videos to show us where to go, but now I'm trying to use pictures again because I found out that's slightly faster than doing the other stuff. And by the way, yes, if you're noticing my character choice today is a little off, well, that's because, well, we actually got all the costumes in one of our previous episodes going off. But that was quite a while ago. You might want to check back a few videos in the playthroughs, but we actually went and got all the different costumes and all the Connect characters, and to make sure I wasn't missing any, I went through and made sure to play every single character at least once. The last one we needed to play was Charging Chuck, which we did in the last episode. So now we're done with that. That means what I'm gonna do now is we're basically just gonna go to each individual character one by one. And I'm gonna pick out my favorite costume from them, and I'm just gonna start rotating between them. And I think if we run out of characters before that setup comes in, I'll just do the rest with Yoshi. You can see a little bit more Yoshi. We can have a bit more Yoshi time, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's go for these first. These seem like they're farthest off. But yeah, anyways, because of that, we haven't seen Mario since literally the very beginning of our playthrough. We used it at the very beginning and haven't used him since. There's probably a better route to take for this, but I'm just kind of going for what I can get now. Okay, through it. Alright. Good thing they give you a lot of spare time for some of these. Some of these they're extremely tight on, but others they're also very lenient. Hell has a unique way of balancing these challenges, it seems. But But yeah, get used to seeing a lot of these P-switches. They make up basically a majority of stuff. Okay, we need to find an oasis first. Based off of map spawn, it's gonna have some nearby. I almost want to go to Shy Guy, but I'm already also pretty close to where I need to be. Yeah, I think if we just go here, we'll probably find an oasis, no problem. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, used to see a lot of this. The world's pretty massive. Keep in mind what we were doing with the set. That was just halfway. Half of the collectibles. There's still a bunch more, but the majority of the ones we got, we already did in the tracks, thankfully. Okay, this is not where I expected. It's actually more in need of water. So we're gonna go over here instead. Looks like we're gonna find the Peach Medallion very close by, too. Get that while we're here. Oh, wow, that one like actually goes down a little bit more upward than I thought. Okay, well it wasn't too far away of these. Hey, we're definitely getting a lot of these. Anyways, if you're wondering why I'm doing this and not teleporting, it's just so we can get as many of the different P-switch challenges as we can done while we're still in the immediate area. That way we don't waste time. Alright, speaking of which, now that I'm playing Mario, it'd be silly not to take him to his track zone, so I'm actually gonna probably do that next. Not get hit by these Goombas, that is. I thought I had more to collect there, but okay, that worked out. Okay, so now... Yeah, we got this. That one was pretty easy, actually. Okay, this one looks like it's on an island. Let's get this one out of the way as well. Probably best off just going on this island and then just driving over to the other one. And we should find this pretty easily. Okay, correct. Oh, we have to go into this big thing. Like, we have these random supercars we can just collect. You can actually get these in the race as well, but it's very luck dependent. Or sometimes they are segmented to appear, but only the first person to get here actually gets one of these. So, like in one race, there's actually a big old helicopter that you have to actually drive in. It's cool. It was still driving me, by the way. Wow. Okay. Where did we end up? Oh, pretty close to Shy Guy Bazaar, actually. Actually, if we go backwards from here, we could maybe get... Or we could just find it right there in front of our faces. Okay, that works. That was very convenient. That put us right next to yet another P-switch challenge. So now we have to overtake these Shy Guys. Sorry, challenge. So I'm guessing we want to just use mushrooms. Wonder. We just go off the side of the course here and take a shortcut here. Yeah, I think that's what they want us to do, actually. They want us to use mushrooms to take that shortcut to save time so we can get here. Where are they? Okay, I see one coming right up behind me. Whew. Okay, that was a little closer. That works. Alright, so I'm gonna do something a bit embarrassing a bit. Actually, no, you know what? Actually, better idea yet. We're gonna go in, not here, because I said I was gonna do the other track first. I should just do that now. Oh, I still can. So we'll start in the Mario Bros. Circuit. This is the very first track in the game. And we're gonna do what we did last time. We're gonna use, like, the general appearance of the map to try and find these without actually, like, teleporting too much. And then we'll do it as a backup if we really need to. I believe this is also where Mario is supposed to start normally. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on now. Yeah, we can just go on here. Yeah, if we backflip off at the right time, we probably got us. Oh wait, we're close actually enough. We don't need to go up here. So we'll get this. Right, we're gonna use the map and just looking at to try and figure out where to go, and then use the 3D map to try and help us locate the stuff. Because before I was just teleporting back and forth quite a bit. I know that wastes a lot of time, but it also makes it fairly consistent. Alright, looks like now... I didn't even notice there was this floating here this whole time. It's crazy. Okay, well that was weird. We got feather, yet we bumped into that other thing, so we couldn't go around here. Very strange, but in the end it worked out. Okay, we need to go back to the circuit first to get a brief idea where we are. I think we're already on the right path. Now we just need to find the other collectible. We'll just follow this for a bit, I guess. Oh yeah, now I remember this. This is the place where we took that shortcut in time trials. So that's basically where we take the shortcut in time trials. And so we're about to jump off here. That's where we would normally get off after the shortcut ends. Now that's cool. Oh, I see a switch nearby. Let's just go get that down before we forget about it. I just realized also they have a ad for the original Mario Bros. Arcade game. No, not Super Mario Bros. The Mario Bros. The arcade game. Game that quite a few people have forgotten about, honestly, I'll tell you that much. Okay, and we have to go for the stand, which is where that is playing there. That's cool. Let's just get these coins, why not? So this is how we get batteries. So this is another way we could have gotten to that outer secret. Okay, I am not going to teleport this time. How many do we even have? 2. Something tells me we got this one already. If we haven't, we can go back for it, always. Okay, based on what I'm... Oh, actually, I don't even need to take that path. I can just find this right here instead. Now I'm probably going to want to teleport. That's a little bit farther away than where I want to go. So I'll just teleport normally here. Just so that's probably the faster way of getting to the other stuff. That'll just turn and go the other way. We'll try to follow this path instead. How do we get up there, I wonder? Probably best to just do this, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. There is also a flight path we can take too. We could just take that instead. But I see, like, we already have a feather. Oh. I do remember this part though. This is where we normally would take the other shortcut. By other shortcut, I mean, I think it's easier if I just show it to you, because ramp's probably our best way of getting to this anyway, so we'll go up here first. That takes us to this, which then takes us where we can then just dive off the ramp. And this is where we would normally take that secret. Oh, actually, we're pretty close to it now. I think I, like, briefly saw the switch going from here. We're trying to get on top there, if you see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, well, we got up there, but we didn't really get much else. Oh, okay, this is how we get to that. Hindsight, maybe it's best to try and keep this if we This is really weird to get onto, actually. Well, since we're already on it, we could probably just... Okay, cannot get up there, apparently. I know we can do this, just using these. I know we could get on there with that. Okay, I think we just need to time this at the last second. I do not want to take these off, by the way. Because then we might not another opportunity like this to do it. Okay, this is getting really confusing, and it's just messing around with me. Okay, instead, let's go even further back then. It's actually more near the loop, actually. Well, no. What are you trying to do oh now? I'm just trying to have fun here. Busy bumping me around like no one's business. Alright. Okay, that's where we need to go. Best bet is to probably drop off like here, maybe. Try to make my way around here, maybe. We were actually going at it pretty well. I think I can jump up one way. There we go. Alright, now we can go back slowly. This time we'll just fall through the middle of the loop so we can land close to where we need to be next, which is this switch. Alright, all in all, we actually did pretty well doing it this way. Train an appetite and race to goal, it says. Okay, we're gonna change costumes then. So we get force change into this costume. I just jump out all those amateurs like no one's business, really. Okay, yeah. Now let's, oh. I think this is the one. Right, now I'm really confused, so we'll go back to the start now. This time follow where they're going. Oh wait, this is the one we already got. This is the one I'm curious about. Oh wow, it was that simple? We could have just gone underneath and been fine. I was exploring elsewhere. I was very far off of that. Okay, we got this already. This should leave just, yeah, the medallion itself. They're so, very close to us. Right at the start, in fact, I just have no clue how to get there. Oh, there's like there's a ramp car I didn't even notice. That's what you wanted, that's what they want you to use. So, me being there, that was actually supposed to be the correct spot the entire time. I just wasn't doing it quite correctly. Alright then. Well, that's everything acquired in Mario Bros. Circuit that I remember, so now I'm going to go and check everything and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. I was just marking stuff down. You know, all sorts of crazy stuff, actually. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I saw a medallion right there. Okay, somehow we got a medallion while we were trying to get to somewhere else. Actually, no wait, that was the medallion actually. Alright, that was crazy actually. Okay, this is really far away. Oh, but we're also, I think, near it already. Perfect. Alright then. Yeah, okay, we were right spot on that one. Nice. See, now you know what I mean by, like, I don't want to teleport necessarily back to the start after each race part, even though we could to make getting to these more consistent. I just find that if we can get them while we're doing that, I'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be able to get more P-switches and all sorts of our collectibles done that way. Alright, now I want to teleport back. Was that either... I just realized, looking at the sticker now, was that either Mario or Luigi's mechanic sticker? Because we were using Mario's mechanic outfit no more than a few minutes ago. Okay. Okay, it wants us to be near a very random area. It actually does use the map, though. Interesting enough. I will tell you, it's nowhere near Mario Bros. Circuit, sort of. But it is near a secret little sign here. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're on track. Alright. Now we gotta blitz across the desert sands real quick. Keep in mind, more than 400, almost like 395 however, the collectibles are P-Switch challenges. Which means if you actually count 200, then yeah, they make up more than 50% of the collectibles here in Real mode, which is a lot. Oh, okay, maybe I should have used that start. Took it right from me after we did that. Alright, I do want to teleport again. This time we'll go to the one that's closest to the right. According to what I see, we need to be on a track. At least a main track somewhere. I'll just go here for now. Try to keep using the map. Let's change actually. Let's go here instead. We need to be near a desert. If you have stuff. We are not near a desert right now. Now we're near a desert, so now we should be going in the right spot. I should probably actually, like, check this. Okay, it wants us near a pole, so I'm trying to... trying to use this icon to help me figure out where to go. Yeah, I think we're actually pretty close by. We just need to go a little bit more backwards. We need to find a rail, I think, specifically. I think I actually see it now. Yeah, there it is. So we were going about the right way. We were just a little bit farther to the right. Alright, so now we just drive up here and we'll get to our switch. Oh, well, we're gonna go where we were earlier anyway. We're just doing it now instead of the way we did it before. Something tells me I could probably keep this for a bit. Yeah, we could keep this for a bit. Try my Sayushi before we go up here, and now we get to hit the gold pole as Mario. It's cool. Ha! Ha, indeed. Alright, we're done with that. Now we're gonna go and get the Shy Guy Bazaar stuff. But we'll start with this one up top here. And again, use our map as our reference this time. I'm using both the map and the normal in-game map as a reference to help me find some of these, because that's what I wanted to do before. Okay, well, we've never been here, actually. Jesus, this building's really big. I just realized, looking at it now, it also reminds me of a certain building, a certain somewhere, which I'm not going to talk about, because I don't know. Not. I'm just saying, it reminds me of that. I'll just kind of leave it at that. Alright, we need to be near a white thread. Not really getting outside the course the way I want to. Yeah, in fact, we're a bit farther to the right than I want to be. I think we need to be like here. Oh, perfect. Actually, never mind. We were closer than I expected. Alright, not bad. We actually ended pretty close to where we needed to be anyway. Why don't we just ignore these guys and just break through each of these blocks instead? Yeah, that seems like a smart play. Just ignore all the obstacles and go straight here. And already Mario's changed costumes again. Now he's an aviator. Now he's in his aviator costume. Alright, this one... Oh, this I actually remember, now that I think about it. This... Because this one, if you played the full track of this, Shy Guy and Bazaar track, then this is actually on one of the main paths you go to in Knockout Tour, but also is on the intermission that you do in Grand Prix going out of Shy Guy Bazaar. So if you played through this part of the track, then this will be very familiar to you. We also saw another piece, which we might go for that later, or maybe now. So if we just follow the path now outside of here, we've been shaking this trick ramp quite a couple of times already, but anyways, this will now have either this or a different one. We'll have our coin that we need. We have to actually probably go a little bit closer first, but there will be a cart just like that. And it just reminded me of this section because we've done this a couple of times already in the Grand Prix mode itself. What the heck does this target thing mean? Because we're not even going for it. Oh yeah, I see it now. Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Oh man, this is gonna be tricky like that. Oh wait, we can... What am I doing? We're not actually on the correct pathway. We just turn around, yeah, we should get that, no problem. Okay. Oh, this one's on literally the top of the tower. Okay, I want to see where we're supposed to start. Okay, it wants us to go in the big building. I think for starters, let's drive towards that. Starting from the start this time, so we can get through that easily. We'll probably continue in Shy Guys as then we're done. Once we can get all the stuff done right now. I can see also why this is a Daisy track, because this has a couple of references to Daisy's actual game that she originally came from, which is Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. The original Game Boys. A lot of people also kind of forgot about. I know I haven't played that game yet, but I will someday. Problem is trying to find it. Okay, let's just get this now over here. No reason not to. Alright, so we need to find a way to get up here. I think this is actually our path. Let's just follow this. Because we have to get up top here. Yeah, we have to jump here. We have to be on top of the big egg thing. The top of this building, rather. If we want to get to where we need to be. And now it's stuck, actually. Okay, that was not right. Okay, now we got it. Ugh. I instinctively tricked ahead of time. way a bit. Yeah, that works way better, just doing it that way. Okay, that was really far out of the path. Let's just sober back early before we even go in here. Oh, now I see a big chunk of P-switches right next to each other. Let's do all 3 of those next. They're about near the same spot where we get to the our entrance itself. Oh, hang on. We can also get this while we're at it. Okay, did that charge jump did not work for some reason? Ah! This car is going to also get in my way, too. It's kind of funny, that your backwards motion just gets delayed sometimes. I'll just go for whatever. Okay, this tells me they're all in here somewhere. But it's not really telling us where to go. I guess we go to this pipe first. Alright, that got us a pipe. Okay. Now I need to figure out which one that is. Oh yeah, that's right. We can't go to the map on this one. Okay, perfect. Well, that's fine. We got a beach medallion. Okay, we need to get out of here. Where does this take us, though? Oh, just outside? Right where we were going for before? Alright, perfect, then. Okay, good. We're actually about, halfway done with everything now. But we're also closer to being done the, every question mark bot panel, because there's only a few of those left. I figured we'd go for those now, both to get them out of the way and also to show you that there is, like, a new thing they also added with, specifically, it has to do with free run mode itself. But they actually made it change color now whenever you actually get a particular set done. So if we get all the question mark block panels now, whereas before it wouldn't have done this, but now if we do it now, while we have something up, then we'll actually get, oh, I see. Well, that's gonna be, they're all right here. Shy Guy Challenge free. Okay, oh, we kind of did these out of order or whatever. So we have to do all these Shy Guy challenges, huh? Alright. We purposely take this challenge, then teleport. We could probably teleport back. Okay. So this is basically just a bunch of flight challenges then. There we go. Oh, that was pretty easy. Oh, we had the aviator outfit anyway. That's probably perfect for this challenge anyway. Alright, let's do this again, but we're gonna briefly drop down instead. Gonna need to probably flip downwards here. Oh, up. Interesting. It didn't count that for some reason. Yes, I do want to stop pose. I had to retry there. That's weird. We hit the channel. It didn't count it. It didn't give us the notification that we stepped on it. Okay, what am I doing? I just messed up by taking that back. My mind blanked on me there. I was like, should I revote and then accept revoted instead of doing what I wanted to do? We just kind of blindly found a lot of the question mark bot panels too by exploring. Very fortunate. I didn't actually have to go back and collect many at all. Honestly, maybe I should do it more this way. Maybe I should just look at the normal map on the full video map and do it that way. That's probably easier. Although, also, once we're done with the tombstones, once we're done with all the different challenges that are near these courses, won't have to worry about this anymore. We'll just be focusing on the normal freeway map after this. Okay. Let's boost through that, why not? Went for those duos like it was nothing. Okay. It's crazy. There are literally 3 challenges right next to each other, back to back almost. It's crazy. They're all Shy Guy challenges too. Again, like I said, get used to seeing lots of these these Switch challenges. They make up more than 50% of this mode's collectibles after all. Well, now we can go for all those. 1. Okay. Now, which ones do I have left? I'm curious. Oh, this is literally back to where we were before, actually. It's just we go backwards and enter a different path. We can get into a different type, and that's how we get to the P-Switch challenge. Yeah, we just take the left path again. So before we just kind of went right, but there's actually a second part over here we can take. So we'll take that one now. And that should lead us to this. Perfect. Oh wow, that is a lot of blocks. Oh great, I don't even know where to go on this. Guess we kinda saw a hint on it, but oh, we'll get a better view of it if we look. Let me just keep restarting and looking. It's hard to see, honestly. Maybe if we just break a bunch of blocks, maybe now. They do make this one quite a bit longer in terms of time. So maybe we could use that to slowly figure out which routes we can take and which ones we cannot take. Okay, well, I was correct about one thing. We do have to start in the middle. I'll just keep retrying so I can keep getting a view of the map. Alright, so let's see. We need to do straight middle, then full-on raft. We need to run into this wall, but then we need to go left of that wall. Just left of that. Okay, wait. I did not think there was a wall there. Okay, how do we get around that? We keep just running into the circle. Okay, so that was a full-on wall. We actually need to go, like, more right then. This is probably the most confusing challenge I've done in a while. You can't really look down on it either. They're purposely trying to twist the camera to make it harder. Oh, okay, I better keep going now that we found something. We'll just break every block until we actually make it. That was tricky. You couldn't even go in the middle. You have to go around one of the sides instead. Alright, I'm not redoing that. Let's, get me out of this place. Where does that take us? Basically around the same spot where you were before. Alright. Okay, now, let's do this another P-Switch challenge. Which is up here. I'll just slowly drive to it, make sure I don't miss it on accident. Oh. Okay. It's not the one I thought I was going for, but it works, yes. Honestly, being able to slow down and stop there probably works the best. Oh wow, we have to actually charge jump to get that one. Yeah, there really is no boost. You literally have to charge jump that. I'll just teleport back so we get a consistent path. Oh, okay, to be fair, I guess that was on the map where it was supposed to be, anyway. Okay. We are now very close to being done with the P6 challenges here. I'm just gonna focus on all those now before going to the medallions. Okay, so we need to actually go more in this way. But not maybe fully this way. Maybe go up here. Not getting anything here, actually. Okay, I see something, actually. But we need to go, like, here. And we could just guide all of this, or maybe not. Okay, that works, actually. Okay, we finally got a sandwich. Oh, this is actually the one that I was going for next. So that ended up playing out perfectly. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna need to do some tricks, which means probably drifting and a bunch of our stuff. We may also have to come in here fast. Depending on how tightly timed it is, sometimes they expect you to... Oh. Okay. Well, we saw how tight that was already. I'm not taking that without getting that first. Okay, so far I'm actually liking the way I'm doing Shadow's Bazaar by not necessarily going in to change maps on my guide until absolutely need to. This is helping me actually go faster, so I don't have to mark as much stuff down on the map. So in reality, the only thing I'll have to mark down is the other map later. Of course, after this, we'll also have only one more done. Every time, we always just go past. Okay, let me at least get onto this phase. We finally got on, and we missed the trick jump. That's the same shortcut we usually miss anyway, though. Alright. I wonder why this is tricky tour challenge. They expect you to do the same shortcut that you usually do in the main game, too. Oh. That did not work. Okay, this time I will not jump off. Instead, I will just keep drifting and purposely not let go of it until like the last minute. Let's see if that works better. Yeah, there we go. That's way better. In fact, we nailed that perfectly this time around. Ow. Really? Wow. Wait, we're still getting points somehow? I wanted to at least practice that set. Okay, this is a really long challenge, actually. On a longer and trickier challenge, anything that requires doing tricks is a bit tricky. We'll probably end the episode with this, too. Good that Mario is doing one of the harder challenges, I guess, just to prove how good he is, I guess. Alright. Oh, so far this has been probably one of the harder challenges we've done in the whole walkthrough. Basically, tricking there is bad. I keep doing it though, for some reason. Alright, trying to remember what exactly to do here. Right here. I know there's some skips for these occasionally. Sometimes if you get like the right stuff, you might be able to skip them, but then there's ones where they do about the skips you'd think about, and the deal will just pick you up and try and do those skips instead. Yeah, it still works. Okay, let's go on here. Ah, crap. Almost made it onto that ramp. I wonder why this is tricky challenge. There's just so many freaking tricks you have to do. It actually wants me to go up a bit higher. I have no clue what it wants us to do on half of it is, honestly. We're kind of just guessing. Also, we might want to save this for the next episode. That's probably what they wanted us to do. Wait a minute. This might not be as tight as I thought. Yeah, wait, we could have skipped this. What am I doing? Those are just optional. You just needed enough time, really. Well, it looks cool if you got all of them. You just needed enough to be able to get around there, and that's all that works. Okay, well, we got it done then. Whew, that was a lot of work, actually. I think it's time to end this episode. I'm getting a bit tired. To be fair, this was a lot of work, doing all this. But I'll see you guys in the next video. We did do a good chunk of stuff this session. We're now more than halfway done everything, including the P-Switch challenges. Once we're done with all these question mark panels, the only thing that will be left will be just medallions and P-Switches around the world, so it'll be just about figuring out the most optimal path to get them all and just one by one getting them done. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video where, since we used Mario, we'll be using Luigi next. And I guess we'll go back to this to end our episode. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe. Put this on for fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!